Hello! I'm a little bit low in the frame here, let me... There you go, that's better. Welcome. Welcome. I like where chat is, I'm going to move chat. Let's move chat over here. And make chat a bit bigger. There we go. Now I can read chat just fine. Welcome everyone to Fuzz TV Live. This is the final regular live stream on this channel. The purpose of this stream is mainly just so people can notice it. And click the link in the description or click the link on the main channel page, which will take you to the new Fuzz Live, because this channel has become Fuzz Movies. But I felt it'd be worth doing because I finished recording some stuff and I felt it'd be worth doing a stream for a bit just to help the transition, help people notice, help people who, you know, who join the streams who might not see it on Twitter or might not see the Discord, so that everyone has a chance to see and find out whether or not they're here for the live stream itself or if they just see it later in the day or whatever. Hey Firefly, you coming to help? You coming to tell them about the YouTube channels? Yes. I'm actually glad Firefly's on my lap because it means I can't lean over and have more orange flavored Lindor Lindt chocolate balls, because they're very fatty but they're delicious. So welcome Elsa, since you're the one that's here in chat. How are you? Aside from in a panic because of all the changes. How's the uploads going? Yeah, alright. I mean, I'm not rushing it too much. Just in a couple of days on this channel. There'll be a new episode of Ace tomorrow, so that'll be there instead of a repeat, as it were. There'll also be movie news tomorrow, so there'll probably only be one legacy episode of streams going up, I imagine. But yeah, that's just pretty much it. I've been doing okay at keeping the TV content. That's a lot of it's solo now, kind of pumping out. I will say I'm not particularly thrilled at how slow the second episode of Them is doing. I'm digging the show and I want to keep reviewing it, but if it stays that low, I might have to make the tough call to axe it for numbers' sake. I had a revelation today that Bill Skarsgård looks like a young Steve Buscemi, like in Big Lebowski. Then googled it, and it's common knowledge. Well, yeah, I can kind of see it. I think Buscemi has like a slightly weirder quality to him, although I can see the comparison. How many episodes have you done so far? Of Them? That was only episode 2 that went out today. But it was still in the 20s after several hours, which is not a good sign. Not a good sign at all. So for those just joining, the live streams are moving channel. There's a link in the description to the new channel. You can also get a link to the new channel on the main page of this channel, the main page of the TV channel, and possibly the comics one as well. I don't know if I added until all 3 of them. That's fair, Elsa. In fact, that's exactly the sort of reason why the movie stuff being separate from the TV might benefit the movie stuff a lot, because if that's the stuff that's doing better, then it can keep flourishing. It's a little harsh, rude boy, but I can see I can see the logic. Should I put it on repeat to get the numbers up? I mean, I wouldn't work that. I mean, if you're watching everything that's going up and giving it a like, then I think that's plenty. But um, right now it's hard to put on. There's no like big playlist yet of content that's on this channel because there's only a few things that's went up. In time, it'd be very easy to put a playlist on. Have I seen Conjuring 3 yet? No. I'm waiting until I know I'm reviewing it before I watch it. Oh, I have a new comment on Patreon. Let me check. Obviously, this is a very late stream. I have no idea who's around right now. Although I see David's on Discord, so David might be lingering in the shadows. This comment's sold. It's just my Google or my email notifications on my phone being weird and annoying. Oh. Firefly. Firefly. So if you go to my Fuzz Live right now, it's just a bunch of really old gaming stuff that's there just now. But obviously, once the streams start going off, that'll fill up quite quickly. You're ready to go to bed? Oh, I'm sorry, Elsa. I'm keeping you up. Which actually makes sense because you were up really early, asking for an early stream. Oh no, that wasn't today, was it? That was yesterday. I probably won't be on for super long. I kind of just wanted to have a stream that the title made it clear that things were moving, and just more of a direction to send people who catch the streams. And one might not even be enough really to catch everyone, especially at such a weird time. But the hope is this will still be in the top 5 videos for a couple of days so that people can see it and move over. I was up fairly early today. I had a nap though before I recorded stuff tonight. I had some solo stuff and a bunch of editing early in the day. Had dinner. Had a nap. And did other stuff. It's good that I have this up. Yeah, no, I think it's a smart way to let people know. At least let more people know. And just keep telling people and maybe advertising a little bit more and other things that they might see. I wonder if anyone who shows up for the streams won't really understand or notice it at first, and then just realize they're subscribed to a different channel because the name changed, and then go, "Why am I not on Fuzz Live anymore?" And then just subscribe to the new place thinking there was a glitch, but it was actually because the name changed. I don't think it'll do well again. when a video does what happened to Monday did, it's not because it's what happened to Monday. It's because it just got lucky enough to hit the algorithm in a certain way that it kept expanding and growing. I promise you, when I repost that one, it's not going to do the same thing again. I'll be shocked if it does. Absolutely shocked. But you never know. I'm not going to rule it out. I'm going to rule it out. Hey, Firefly. You enjoying lap time, cat? I think he is. I think he is. I need to finish the Brood. I watched half of the Brood last night, but I got sleepy. Is Sweet Tooth worth watching? Episode 1 was solid. It's got a kind of a unique tone that's a bit more light-hearted, I guess, than the other post-apocalyptic things. But, yeah. So I can't say definitively yet after one episode, but I did like episode 1. Oh, pardon me. Oh, I just caught the delay on the live stream for my yawn. So I saw the yawn. Yeah, your logo's good. I don't know if you noticed, but I made a new video intro with the logo. So there's a Male Fuzz Movies intro now for all the movie channel stuff. I actually redid the TV one as well. It's very subtle. There's not a big difference. It's just a slightly different animation. It's a bit smoother in how it stops, but it was basically just so they would match each other identically, other than of course the title and color. I should be looking at Sweet Tooth episode 2 tomorrow. That's the plan anyway. Hey, Chris. Welcome, welcome. And we're done with dinosaurs. Dinosaur season is complete. Took me a little longer than I thought it would, but it's done. Creek. Yeah. So I decided to do this late stream tonight because I wanted to check in for obvious reasons, but I know that I can't stream probably for a couple more days, so I thought it would be good to squeeze in a little one tonight. Well, you might find out what comes after yellow. If you comment on this channel still, you still get the little badge in a regular YouTube comment. I was thinking if I should make something for the YouTube members, just something little that they get for the small subscription. Maybe something small and silly. I don't know. Aye. You're purring away, cat. Good push push. I'm being distracted by cats. Sorry. That was it and planned for the stream particularly, but what'd you have? Yeah, Super Mario Brothers, Triassic Hunt, Carnosaurus, something like that, and something else. What's the second thing we watched? There was something after Super Mario Brothers. I've forgotten. Should add an emoji of choice for the members besides their names on top list. I can only have so many. I'd have to delete the ones of us to. Well, unless they want ones of us, I suppose. But yeah, it has a 1080 banner. Yeah, that's the new live channel. 1080 bit used to be like a gaming title that was used for stuff, which I won't really be using again. It'll just be Fuzz Live. But oh, Planet of the Dinosaur. That was the one. Yeah, that was that one we did. Yes, this rap scene that I've been hearing so much about. Yeah, but you said I should add an emoji. I can only add so many of those based on how many members there are. Oh, no, I get what you mean. You mean on screen? You mean you want a little emoji next to the names? Well, I don't know about that. That sounds like a lot of effort, Elsa. I put my foot down, cat. I've been sitting my foot up under my leg for too long. Oh. Said something nice for the members. Oh yeah, but I mean something they actually get through YouTube for being a member. Because the people on the scoreboard aren't necessarily always the members. Sometimes they are. Some of them are. But not all of them. Yes, Firefly. Where's the cat? Ah, pretty cat. I'm out of idea. You had one idea. I wasn't really asking for ideas anyway. I posed the thought that maybe I'll think of something to give them. Like maybe some sort of weird members only videos that are just quick and stupid, but might be amusing as a bonus. Oh. Reminding me the streams are not dead. Oh yes, yes. I think what happened with that other channel when I thought it locked me out from streaming is that I think there's a limit to how many streams you can do in a day, and I think because I already had like 2 that day because it was during E3, it just locked me out for maybe like 24 hours or something like that. I'm not sure, but I can definitely start a stream on it. I checked, so uh, we'll start doing streams on it and we'll see how it goes. Maybe it'll block things like 12-hour streams and stuff like that, but I don't mind coming back to either this channel or the TV channel for special occasion streams. Firefly. Yeah. Oh, it's my push push. Yeah. No worries, Elsa. Firefly, say goodnight to Elsa. Bye, Elsa. Yeah. Okay, that's enough of you, Firefly. I've got a shoddy late night stream to be toasting here. My mic arm is creaking. A lot of creaking get on. Hmm. I can't say I was in any rush to see Hobbs and Shaw. Fast and Furious is not exactly one of my fandoms, but I'm not surprised. I wonder if they did another one. Like, are they sequelizing that now? Are they just going to do more other random spin offs? Or was it a one and done? It didn't work that well, didn't make as much money as the regular movie, so they're just done now. Feels like it probably should have done alright, but yeah, I'll finish the brood. I don't know if I'll finish it before bed though. I think I'm probably going to be getting, by my standards, an early night. Got a lot of work to do. I get the feeling it probably works well on its own. It doesn't require the 8 movies of lore from the other from the other rest of the franchise that it's built upon. I highly doubt it anyway. Now I got a lot done today, and I've got stuff to do tomorrow. Obviously, recording, usual stuff wise. Wednesday I'll have some stuff early, and I normally do some stuff late on a Wednesday, but because I have to be up super early on Thursday, to get vaccinated, I will not be doing that. So I'm going to have to record another night. So my nights are kind of limited streaming wise this week. Thursday's probably the first time I might stream, but I have no concrete dates because I'm recording stuff tomorrow night. Wednesday's normally recording, and I'm actually taking it off because I have to go to bed, which is cool. Except it means I have to take up another night of recording later in the week, on top of what I normally do. So maybe a later week for streams overall. May only get one in later in the week, but it is what it is. No, I mean it's good. It's good news. Get my first shot. About time. I might be sleepy afterwards, I hear. Although apparently it's the second one that properly takes you out of commission. But it's just number one. Firefly. Firefly. Which am I getting? I actually don't know. The Oxford one was basically the main one here at first, but then of course the reports of the small chance of blood clots from it sort of started to kind of happen, and that seems to be a slightly higher risk the younger you are. So they announced like early last month, maybe late April, that everyone under 40 would be offered an alternative. So I think it won't be that one. But I don't know if it'll be Pfizer or Moderna or whatever. They've not specified. So I'll find out when I go. Although there was a note at the end that said availability permitting, which could mean that they'll be out of all the good ones and I'll have to get the crappy one. And I don't I don't want the crappy one. I'll conscientiously object. Nah, probably not. So, but no, in theory, one of those. But they didn't tell me. The letter was vague on all fronts except this is the day and time, and these are the rules for showing up. Yeah, people who have other ones have said that they felt fine after the first shot, pretty much, but the second one completely made them feel like shit for like 2 or 3 days. But clearly, it's affected everyone differently. But the consensus I've seen is definitely the second one affects you way more than the first. But clearly, you had an even experience across the two of them, so even that's not everyone. fact, it's just what's just occurred to me is I should probably put something else in the title. Just for people who see this stream later, they'll know where to go for the link. Okay. Okay. That's a start. Damn. Now that I've started buying 4K movies on iTunes, they keep having tempting sales. I've already bought far too many. I'm gonna have to like cut myself off for a while. Whilst I clear some debt. I imagine it's something that'll smooth out in time. The problem is that because I've just started collecting on there, there's a bunch of stuff that I want. It won't be that long though before I've probably got everything more or less that I do want, and it'll just be like a case of the slow trickle of 4K upgrades to old stuff and the new thing occasionally. Hopefully the new channel split brings in some views and revenue. Yeah, I hope so too. I mean, I think it might hurt stuff a little bit at first. I think Screams and Ace are going to take a hit for a while, whilst they build the audience back up. At least I suspect that's the case. But it's more of a long play though. It's a long game because the idea is that if it's just Screams and Ace and some other movie things here or there on the movie channel, the people who watch stuff on it are more likely to click on more things that are on the channel, which to YouTube makes it more desired content, which means they'll recommend more stuff from the channel to you and to other people, and that's the idea. But hopefully, in time it'll let both channels grow better than they were before. But that's why I was looking at the second episode of Them that I put up earlier today, and it's not doing very well. It's only on it's still in the 20s in the views, and I think I may have to seriously consider just stopping that show just because it's dragging down the average too much. It's only been the first day though. I'll give it a couple of days and see how it does. Why do they have Kevin Spacey's new movie coming out with the guy plays a guy investigating child sex crime? I did not hear about that specifically. Is this the Italian movie or French movie that we attached to? Or is this something else? Poor taste. Tone deaf as all hell would be my reaction. Although the director and or studio might be playing a really coy game where they know it's going to cause a bunch of controversy just so that people check out the movie out of morbid curiosity. There's a cynical side to what they might be doing, but at best it's just tone deaf as hell. At worst, they're exploiting what he's been accused of and admitted to doing, actually, in many of the cases, or in one case at least, which is just seedy and disgusting. And I'm good. I don't need to see that movie. I ain't going to watch it. I can tell you that right now. I'm good. I saw that too, Chris. It's on the movie news tomorrow. So there'll be new movie news and a new Ace episode going up tomorrow on the movie channel. So that's the first new content it's actually had. Because up until now, it's just been reposts of old stuff, which haven't been doing amazing. But the idea is to port everything over so that everything on all the playlists can all be on that channel, and people can binge and get recommended. We don't actually know for sure, Red Boy. The description's annoyingly vague. It would definitely be against his normal style to be making a traditional monsters movie. I need to plug my phone in. Would you like out, Firefly? I mean, I concur with that, Rude Boy, but I can totally see him doing the gritty, sleazy version of it. With his wife playing the wife character. I can't remember the characters' names. It's been too long since I've seen any monsters stuff. I've got a visual in my head of the characters, but I couldn't tell you what any of them are called. I could tell you what they're all based on. You know, the dad's like a Frankenstein monster. The wife's a Bride of Frankenstein esque. Grandpa's Dracula, right? The kid's a werewolf. Am I remembering this right? What was the daughter? Was the daughter was normal, right? That was the gimmick, because the daughter wasn't based on anything. She was just a normal person. Remember right? I may have joked about him loving to show off his wife in his movies, because he does. It's weird. But hey ho. Whatever. For anyone who's lingering or lurking in the background, Male Fuzz Live has changed. It has moved over to a new channel under the same name as Male Fuzz Live, but it's not this channel anymore. This channel is now Male Fuzz Movies. Link in the description. There's a link in the main page, which will always be there. There's always going to be that channel section in the main pages of all the channels with links to the other channels. Oh, she was a niece, not a daughter. Okay. But I remembered that being the setup. Hmm. Well, it was a vampire kid. Okay, clearly I've misremembered things. They made a pilot, Chris, and they shot it down, basically. It was a fairly notable TV producer that was doing it as well. May have been Brian Fuller, did a Monsters pilot, but then it got well, just killed, basically. Didn't go anywhere. Clearly, my memory's foggied up the details of I'm not. I only saw a couple of monsters related things in my youth, and it's been a long time, so my memories are very vague. But But yeah, I've been enjoying my Apple TV. I've been hence why I've been blowing money on movies on iTunes, because seeing some of the old movies with the 4K upgrades is very, very nice. I got Predator 1 and 2 today. I know, very good. I grabbed a couple of specific things because I know we're doing them soon on Ace, but there's also just a bunch of stuff I got because it was on sale and I know I like the movies. It's been a while since I've been like collected movies quite this way. I just haven't really thought about it too much, but they're cheap enough digitally when they're on sale. And now that I've got a digital way of getting them that's high quality enough that I feel it's worth actually buying them versus anything else, because the bit rates are good enough to actually give it a nice pleasing image. Because bit rates on Netflix suck, and Amazon pretty much just about the same. Disney Plus is a bit better. Disney Plus is actually much closer to iTunes, which is commendable. But yeah, I get so sick of watching like a horror movie on like Netflix or Amazon, and you just get those blocks of pixels in the dark scenes. It's so infuriating. Maybe I'm too fussy. I don't know, but it upsets me. Compression and low bit rates winds me up. Hey Wesker. Oh, 5'9". You coming up, Cap? Mm. Yeah. Are you a monster firefly? You seem very monster-esque. No? A good push push. I was potentially thinking of doing like a movie vlog style, like not a regular show, but I've done it in the past where I just kind of like sort of casually sit down and talk about the last 4 or 5 movies I watched. You know, not including ones for review, obviously, but just stuff I've watched in the spare time, and possibly on stream if there's stuff on stream that was interesting enough to talk about. I haven't listened to comics podcast yet, uh, but I see you read Nice House in the Lake. I just finished reading that today. It's very good. It's a very good book. We talked about it for like 35 minutes, which is a long time for a 20-something page comic. Very, very good. This week's a big week actually because we got that 100-page Pride special. Hmm. Oh, Loki's starting this weekend. I probably should make an effort to review that. I'm a little bit worried it's going to be like the last couple. Well, particularly Winter Soldier. That it's going to be okay, but like not necessarily interesting enough to talk about episode to episode. I should review episode 1 on Wednesday though, when it's brand new. cynically just for the clicks because it's new and it might lead to people finding us. Although if I'm going to be a downer about it though, which I don't know if I will be, maybe I'll love it. I don't know. Maybe the best TV thing they've done, but short one shows you better after a series review at the end. That might be true. I mean, if it's actually interesting episode to episode, like having like 6 episodes of content is better than just having the one, or maybe 2 if I do like an episode 1 thing and then a full season thing. But it's a lot of time to put into it to get to the end and then review if I'm not like in love with it. That's it. I did keep watching Falcon and Winter Soldier, even though I really wasn't feeling that in the middle. It got a bit better again towards the end, but I was really kind of like borderline just quitting it after episode 4. And honestly, the only reason why I didn't is probably because it was only 2 left. It's like, well, it's almost done. It was a mildly interesting cliffhanger. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'll see what Sweet Tooth episode 2 does. Numbers wise. Episode 1 wasn't like flying off the shelf. It did okay. I mean, it's okay, but not like insanely so. Pandemic changed a lot of the plans. Or they had to adjust what they were shooting and what the locations and things like that were. And what sort of crowds they could probably have for certain scenes. That was interesting. That's curious. I mean, maybe they'll even, assuming that the plot points can be used again. I mean, you never know. Maybe they were just like connector points for where the story went anyway, so there's not really any point. But if there's anything that can be used again, maybe that's why they won't tell us. They'll be like, oh no, because we're going to use that in a different story, or we'll get that detail about this character or something and something else. So it could just be a case of they'll just use whatever they didn't, wherever else it makes sense, or maybe not. I mean, maybe stuff doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. I don't know. All right. Well, I think I'm going to wrap up. I know this has been a quick stream, but this was mainly just to check in and sort of have a stream that clearly says that the streams are moving, which is why it's in the title, and it's why it's why I'm hoping this will sort of direct anyone who joins the streams normally who might not notice that they've changed. Obviously, I'll tweet them and I'll put in Discord and I'll whatever else I can do. But that's the plan. Alright, well thank you very much for joining me for this short, super late stream. We do have the Voyage of the Rock Aliens to watch next stream. Along with maybe one of the team picks. It depends what night we're streaming and when we start, and various other variables. But assuming Cindy's in attendance, we'll do Voyage of Rock Aliens next time. So thank you very much for joining me, guys. It has been a pleasure. Thank you for the continued support, and especially through these trying, weird times of all the changes. But I will see you guys next time. It's been a pleasure. Good night.